Are only 3 reasons why you're watching this video. 1, you're PCSing here. 2, you're maybe possibly potentially moving here. And 3, you're my parents and you watch all my videos, because there's nobody else that I can think of who will just randomly type in military base Sigonella, Sicily, Marinai housing. You're probably nervous, scared, excited, anxious, all that. I know, because I was you like 9-10 months ago when we found out we were moving here. So today I'll take you on a tour of Marinai and we can talk about all the pros and cons of living here. Hi guys, welcome to our channel. If you're new here, my name is Anastasia and we're currently stationed here in Sicily. Coming here, we were absolutely certain that we'll live off base in a huge villa with a swimming pool overlooking the Ionian Sea, but ended up right here in beautiful Marinai. Since posting our PCS video, we've gotten quite a few questions on here and on our Instagram page about living on or off base, and I will share my personal opinion with you. We decided to stay on base because we have small children. 1, it's safe. 2, base housing comes with built-in friends, I like to call it. 3, convenience of school buses. And 4, help from the community. So to sum it all up, our whole big reason of staying on base are the kids. Now, if we had no kids, or maybe if we had grown kids, we would probably venture out, live out in town and immerse ourselves in the Sicilian culture. Also, I want to mention that we did tour some of the nearby villas, not too far away, within maybe 20-25 minute drive, and we were not impressed with the conditions, the layouts, locations, amenities, and so forth. So the luxury villa that I was dreaming about is probably somewhere further away. Now, some of the reasons why I know people move off base are: 1, more privacy, 2, larger yards for dogs, and 3, possible savings. And I say possible because from what I know, summers here are very hot and you'll have to run the AC all day to be comfortable, which could really end up costing a lot. So whether or not you'll be able to save by living off base is questionable. Now let's check out the community. Every property here in Marinai is the same. There are 3 and 4 bedroom units. The only difference really is the yard size. Some are bigger, some are smaller. And right there is the famous Mount Etna. You can pretty much see it from everywhere here in Marinai. So while we at it, I'll show you a few empty properties so you have an idea of what it looks like. So we recently had a storm and a lot of fences are down. But like this one, for example, is a really large yard, I think. It's larger than ours for sure, but it's also a corner lot. So we don't have pets, but this is probably my favorite dog park, because look at the view. This mountain, you guys, is different every single day. It hasn't been the same ever. I mentioned that we recently had a storm, that's why some of the fences are down, and you've probably seen or heard about all the horror floods in 2021 and before. This time the maintenance team was very proactive, the communication was good, we lost power for maybe just a few minutes, then it came back on, which brings me to the next question some of you asked about maintenance and power outages. There's one company here that we call for any issues related to the property. I've only had good experiences so far with them. Once I called for a refrigerator issue, another time I called for hot water issue, and someone came in within an hour. So that's also something to consider when living off base. Hopefully you get lucky with the landlord or find good reliable contacts for maintenance. It's very interesting now that I look at everybody's backyards. People either have a lot of stuff, like a ton of stuff, or they have nothing, you know, not even a grill. Trash recycling is a big deal here. We have regular trash, we have the organic waste, we have the paper and cardboard, glass and aluminum and plastic, and they pick it up on a different day every day. Little barbecue area, then there's basketball courts. And then that little white tent that you'll see in a little bit is our little breakfast coffee shop right there. So once again, that's where we have coffee, breakfast. And then right there is a community center. There you can have, there's a restaurant, the only restaurant on base. There's a daycare, there's a bar, you can buy wine. I think that's it pretty much. I feel like I already made my way around the neighborhood and Edna is still there. It's just everywhere. Thanks, baby. Say hi. Next, we're gonna talk about cars and public transportation. Someone asked me if they really needed a car here. Okay, there are scheduled buses that take you to NAS 1 and NAS 2, but believe me, you will lose your mind if you don't leave what we call the triangle. So in my opinion, a car is a must here, and I'll show you why by taking you on a little road trip. So this road right here is crazy. I bet you haven't seen anything like this before, where to get on this little highway right here, you have to make a U-turn right in front of the gate so we can get back on that highway. Well, someone actually messaged me asking if they would need a car here, and the short answer is yes. As you can see, there's nothing within walking distance anywhere. We are very remote, we're very isolated here, so I think you should definitely budget for at least a small island theater, which you can find a car here for 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 that's in decent condition. When we were coming here, I've read all these scary things about drivers in Sicily and was almost convinced that I will not get behind the wheel here. Let me assure you that it's all false. Their worst habit really is tailgating, but you'll get used to it. So this is something to get used to. Look at the guy in the back. He's literally, he cannot get any closer. It's a solid line. It's a solid line, but it's not gonna stop him. It's not gonna stop him. Just watch. There he goes. If you've watched our travel videos here in Sicily, I always tend to mention that driving here is not so scary, especially going to grocery stores or malls. The highways are actually really nice. Going to town in Catania could be a little bit challenging, but that's why you need a small car to fit on all those tiny streets. Beautiful sunset. And then you see there's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. There's nothing anywhere around us. Other than being a little far from everything, some people really take it to the extreme of how terrible life is here. As long as you move here with an open mind, excited to experience a new culture, travel, make new friends, I'm sure you'll enjoy it as much as we do. Thank you again so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I really hope this information was helpful and you have a better idea of Marinai housing now. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Comment below and I'll answer them to the best of my knowledge. See you later. Bye.